edition of On the Road to Victory. I am your host, Jimmy Smith, and I hope you're all having yourselves a great day, a great start to your week, a happy Juneteenth. I hope everyone is having themselves a damn good start to the week. It has been a great one for me. Had a great day today. Hope you all had a fantastic day. Enjoyed the holiday. Hopefully you had off. But look, appreciate each and every one of you tuning in here, whether you're watching this live, watching this later, but we've got a little bit of something I want to talk about here. So appreciate you hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, all the things you're doing to support me here. Cannot thank you enough. But we're going to talk about a little bit of something from PFF again today. So I know you guys like this stuff. As I always say, though, take it with a grain of salt. I enjoy analytics just as much as the next guy, but you have to also understand there is football involved with this too. So not just numbers, but I do enjoy some of the things they put out. And, yesterday we talked about some of the things they missed. They had the top 10 at each position, and they had, 8 of the Eagles in the top 10. So that's great at their respective positions. And we talked about who they missed. Clearly some misses there. But hey, take it all with a grain of salt. But this one, I actually really enjoyed. And I see you guys got the chat going. So let me jump over here real quick. But we're going to jump into all this. Appreciate each and every one of you. But we're going to break this down. We're going to take a look at this offensive line, at this defensive line that they are claiming to be number one. We're going to decide if that to be true. Now, you can tell me what you feel. You agree, you disagree, whatever's going on up there in your mind. But to me, they're dead on. And we've been talking about this, but we're going to take a look at both of these lines. And I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. But yo, man, I love to hear that lawnmower man. We've got look, a bunch of clones, a lot of lawnmower men out there right now. And love to see it. Glad, hopefully I can provide some entertainment while you're mowing the lawn. Hopefully don't get you too off track like you guys always seem to do for me, which I truly do appreciate on those Fan Fridays. But yo, dude, it is sicko season. You know it. So we're getting through all this stuff the best we can. And well, anytime I can talk about the trenches, well, I'm a happy man. So appreciate you, my dude. Enjoy that lawn mowing. And yo, William, appreciate you as well. Hope you're having a great night. Justin, my man, let's effing go. Nice to see you 2 days in a row making it live. Love to see that, my dude. And he's on. He's ready to go. He's lawn mowing, ladies and gentlemen. So appreciate you, Jim. Hope you're enjoying your time there. And yo, dude, Cole, my man, appreciate you. Let's effing ride. Let's take a look at these trenches, man, because it's got me excited. John, my man, let's go Birds. You know it. So excitement in the air. You guys got me pumped up. You can feel the vibes, right? I feel them. I'm ready to rock and roll, and it all begins in the trenches. So if PFF is saying that they're number one, man, a lot of times I disagree. Sometimes I agree. I think this is definitely one of those times that I agree. So let's effing go. We've got Leaf Cassidy in the building. I'm just joking, but yo, dude, appreciate you. And I think that's better than the Ryan Leaf one last time, right? But yo, we really are. Appreciate you taking the time, though, my man. And let's take a gander here. First, I'm going to show you what we have as the tackles. And look, some versatile pieces here. Driscoll, Toth, guys that can play the guard position. I'm sure, the Johnson guys with some veteran experience could play a little if they needed to. Reed and Okorafor, undrafted kids that are going to vie for tackle positions here. Intrigued to see, especially Trevor Reed this offseason. But Lane Johnson, Jordan Mailata leading the way. Let's effing go. Those Twin Towers, probably the best duo of tackles in the game, the Island Boys. If you guys saw that meme I made of them last year and Jordan Mailata shared it, I was dying. But I love those dudes. Now, interior-wise, we've got to question at right guard who's going to win, Juergens or Steen. But we've got Kelsey, we've got Dickerson. So very excited about all of those guys. You can see Opeta, Robinson, Good Jones, and Tom there as depth fighting for a job this offseason. But what I'm going to show you here is the first and second string. So just like we did with the defense before, you're going to see this, how they're going to be set up. And you can see just how damn good this line is. Now, I put Tyler Steen in here because I was like, all right, I'm going to put the faces here. But I was like, you know what? No, I want to put Cameron Juergens under Jason Kelsey here. So, look, whoever wins the job, great. Because, whoever the better man is, Jeff Stoutland, whoever he thinks, awesome. And they're in between Kelsey and Johnson. So, I'm good with it. But either way, Cam Juergens is the backup safety. He is the future at safety. So, excitement there. But beyond that, Jack Driscoll can play guard. He can play tackle. So, he's a very versatile piece that if anything were to happen, he's definitely making this team. He can fill in pretty much anywhere except for center. Now, Brett Toth is somebody they have, I talked about being versatile. They gave him some reps at center as well. So maybe he finds himself a job. But plugged in Opeta, Robinson at guard there. Maybe it's one of the other guys you want to use. That's fine. And then Trevor Reed, I threw in at left tackle. Really excited about him. But it could be, one of the Johnson guys. It could be anybody there. But that is the first and second string. And, man, last year, what was it, like 44 sacks I think they gave up, or something like that. I know that they were like 18th in the league. I remember that part. And I think that, they at times definitely had struggles, against the sack. But when you run the ball, the Eagles are the best in the game. I don't give a shit where they were ranked, whatever. Dude, no, they are the best in the game. Now, I think, with this regime, Nick Sirianni, now Brian Johnson stepping into offensive coordinator, but I still think you're building on this offense and with Jalen Hurts and all the pieces around him. And clearly there's a couple new pieces and going to be a new right guard, and they have an important job there. So I think that, yeah, there's going to be things that change, but I think it's only going to improve and get better here. So I think this offensive line continues to dominate whether or not, whatever's happening here. I've talked about this extensively, so I'll try to be brief about it. But by adding Swift, by adding Penny, I think that they do more than what Miles Sanders was able to do. And, Swift can catch the ball out of the backfield. Penny runs north-south. And, Kenny Gainwell does all those things. And I think the trio of those guys and whoever's 4, maybe 5, I'm excited about the running back room being loaded. And I think that's going to help out Jalen Hurts, the passing game, all of the above, right? So when you run the ball successfully, it usually helps. But I think with the best offensive line in the game, I've said it over and over again, and I feel that way. And to hear PFF, throwing that out there, that is something to me. It just solidifies exactly what we've been talking about, right? So let's go, my man Drew in the building, and he is blessing us. Oh, yeah, run the damn ball. And you see there's a new graphic there for it. We got DeAndre Swift in there, and best of luck to you, Miles. Sorry to see you crying, but run that damn ball, and that's something we're going to do. And I think that, DeAndre Swift, Penny, I'm so excited about that, and you guys know I love Kenny G, so, oh, yeah, we're going to run that damn ball. And this offensive line is going to show why they are the best. Now, going to have to clean some things up offensively. And a lot of the times, Jalen Hurts, and whether it's a broken play or him just trying to extend a play, I think that some of those sacks, not necessarily, always his fault, but that's going to happen when you have a running quarterback. And I think, by saying when I was talking about those stats. So to me, yeah, they gave up some sacks, but when you look at Lane Johnson, he didn't. Okay. He hasn't in over 2 years. So I think that, Jordan Mailata, we talked about his struggles last year. We talked about the interior struggles. We talked about things. And I think Tyler Steen, if he steps in at right guard, could be a blessing in disguise. Maybe it's Cam Jurgens. I don't know. But either way, I'm excited about it. My man, Jock Talk in here. Let's effing go. I'm doing well, man. Pumped up to talk about this offensive line. And in a second here, we're going to talk about this D-line, baby. I'm very pumped up about that. I think we could break that sack record this year. 70 sacks last season, tied for 3rd in NFL history. And with a better defensive coordinator running a lot of that same style, the odd and even fronts, do not get it twisted. There are multiple schemes here, but we talked about that. Go check out that video about Sean Desai. Man, a lot of great information there. Honest NFL on Twitter was able to provide some great stuff. So there is just loads of great information to get us excited about. So I'm pumped. I'm very pumped. I hope you're doing well. Yo, my man, GG. Appreciate you tuning in, dude. Hope you are doing well also. Ready to talk some effing birds here, my man, because this line, the offense, I mean, I can't stress it enough. Whoever wins the right guard job, I think that we're still going to be the best offensive line. So glad they agree. It doesn't matter who wins, right? And, we do this every day, my man. So appreciate you taking the time to tune in, dude. Really cannot thank you enough. And put Jack Stoll to get a cut. Wait, we should put Jack Still in to get a comp pick when he walks. I'm not sure exactly what you're asking there. But who do you think will be the other 4 spots will be? What other 4 spots are you talking about? I'm not sure what either of those questions were pertaining to. Maybe you could word that a little bit differently. I would be greatly appreciative. Love to answer that. But what 4 spots are you referencing? And are you talking about like that depth chart I just showed you there? Either way, you can ask it differently, but I'll keep this train moving. Let's take a look at this defensive line. I think this is where I get truly, truly excited about things because we talked about how much Jalen Carter was essential to this defense. And Javon Hargrave, yeah, he gets sacks, but not necessarily great against the run. So Jalen Carter able to play that 4 technique, the 4-eye, especially in this defense. Now, not to say he can't play 3, 2, all in between there, and even to the 0. But he is so versatile, and he is such a great piece to this defense. But we drafted Jordan Davis, who's more of your 0, 1, and technique guy. And I think, that's fine. You know that he is the gap dude. That dude's a run stuffer. He's going to fill the gaps. He's going to take up 2 of them. And that's the 2-gap guy you drafted for a reason. You traded up to get him. He's a nose tackle, man. He's a monster. And you brought Fletcher Cox back. So let's take a look first at this. Let's just take a gander. Now, Milton Williams, you guys know I can't stress enough how excited I am about his future. I think, looking at those top 4, that rotation interior, sometimes, there will be 3 of them on the field at the same time, a lot of times 2 as well. So look, whatever rotation it is, that's a great rotation. And whoever wants to win that 5th or 6th job, Marlon Tuipulotu was looking good before injury. Kentavious Street brought in from free agency. Moro Ojomo picked up in the draft, the final pick there. I thought that was a steal, man, where he was taken. And then Noah Ellis, only other nose tackle, big boy on this roster. So, look, there's some depth here, man. There's some competition, and it's got me excited. I'm not going to lie to you. But when you talk about we were dominant interior and on the edge. So the edge rushers, one side you've got Sweat, on the other you've got Reddick. And backing them up, you got Graham and Nolan Smith. And then I'll show you just like I showed you the offense here. But you've got Barnett, both the Johnsons and Patrick and Kyron. You've got Janarius Robinson, Teron Jackson, and Matt Leo. So you've got a bunch of guys. A lot of them, are very talented. So you're looking at maybe 6, 7 that you're going to keep here. I think that's what it's going to be, because last year we kept like 11 or no. It was like 13 when you include the edge rushers, the defensive ends, outside linebackers. They're going to play both roles. That's what's going to happen here. So you got Sweat on one side, Reddick on the other. And dude, let me just show you here in a second what that looks like. Maybe you guys ask those questions. Let me get over to this chat. Sorry, it doesn't show me the chat. I got to go back to like a tab to get to the comments here. I wish I could just pop them right up here on the thing. But all right, let's get back. We should put Jack Stoll is who you're talking about, the versatile. So if you walk to get a compact. I think what you're trying to say is you want to get a compensatory pick for Jack Stoll, but Jack Stoll is not going to get you a comp pick. He was not a free agent pickup. He was an undrafted free agent for us. Still a spot? No, we have 1 roster spot open. I think that they're waiting to see what happens with Josh Sills, but 1 roster spot open. Was wondering why the Eagles never made an attempt to develop Andre Dillard as a guard. They did, and he was horrible at it. So they attempted to play him at guard, and Stoutland, he's the best in the game. So if he can't make him do it, just not fit to do it. And he wasn't even good at right tackle either. So he was strictly a left tackle, and that'll get you signed somewhere. And he could get a chance to start. No knock on him. I think he was looking much better before he got hurt. So, hey, we'll see what he does there. We talked about that, I think yesterday or something, the day before that, on that other day. Jack's still the O-line. Are you talking about Josh Sills, the guy that they're exempt from? He doesn't even count against the roster. You're not going to get a comp pick because he was another undrafted kid. So the same thing for him. What do you think he'll have more snaps, Nolan Smith or Derek Barnett? Nolan Smith will definitely. So let me show you what I've got here, Cole. I want to show you these graphics. So I have it in, first string, second string, and I want to show you the 5-man fronts first. So label them as edge rushers here, defensive ends, Sam linebacker, Will linebacker. They're going to have a lot of different labels, these edge rushers, but we're just calling them edge rushers so you understand that. It's going to be more left to right. So they could be the Sam at 1 second and then switch the play and they're the Will, and they can put their hand in the dirt to their defensive end. There's so many things that go into that we talked about with the defense, but I just want you to see here. This is what it will look like. Now, to me, Milton Williams by the end of the year will have more snaps than Fletcher Cox. I'm just, for now, putting Cox in there. Still love the guy, so it is what it is. Don't read too much into that. But look at this rotation, man. You've got Graham and Nolan Smith backing up Reddick and Sweat. Now, that doesn't mean that Smith and Reddick can't be on the field at the same time, or Sweat and Smith, or Brandon Graham and Smith, or Brandon Graham and Reddick. You get it. And Brandon Graham being such a versatile piece, we know that he can play inside as well. So it really depends on the play call, what you're doing. But just wanted to show you, this is how I have the depth chart. Then, man, Moro Ojomo could definitely beat out, Marlon T or Contavious Street. A lot of things could go down here, but I also put together the third and fourth string just so I could show you how deep it is here. And you've got Derek Barnett and Janarius Robinson on that one side battling it out. We'll see. Robinson, when we picked up last year, I think with an offseason, we'll maybe get to see a little bit more. And Derek Barnett's healthy, so I'm excited about that battle. But you see Patrick Johnson and Kyron Johnson on the other side. So, look, a lot of edge rushers, man, and interior guys, Ojomo, Ellis, they're going to be fighting for a job, and I think Ojomo could definitely get a job here. And we'll see how the camp goes, but, man, if this doesn't get you effing excited and ready to run through an effing wall, I don't know what will. I mean, holy sh! But let me show you as a four-man front now with the even fronts, because we will be running that. We definitely will be running that with, Avonte Maddox, getting a lot of reps here, a lot of nickel packages. Not to say that you have to, run a four-man front with nickel, but regardless, you will see this where clearly it doesn't matter. You get Milton Williams or Fletcher Cox in there instead of Davis or Carter. And same goes for, Reddick and Smith and Graham again. But looking at that rotation, man, just the first and second string there, it's like, holy shenanigans, man. And I just really can't stress enough that I 100% agree with what PFF is saying, because, well, the Eagles, I think that they're the best defensive line I'm probably going to ever see. I think they're breaking the sack record. I think for me, I know that it's a tough task. That's a big ask, but I think for me, they could do it. I think that the Eagles have proven that this defense works, and man, you don't have to blitz. You just create pressure. And I think these guys, you lost Hargrave, you added Jalen Carter, and you added Nolan Smith on the outside. You get Derek Barnett back. I'm excited. I'm very excited. Who do you think will have more snaps? Nolan Smith? Oh, sorry. Got to that. Nolan Smith definitely for me, but Derek Barnett as a fifth option, man, that's not horrible, dude. That's not horrible at all. I think, I'd be all about it. And yeah, man, I appreciate you tuning in. Hope you are doing well. And yes, I will definitely be there. I'm going to try to get to as many open, closed, whatever practices I can be. I'm a fiend for that stuff. So anytime you guys are going, I'll definitely be trying to set up shop somewhere, and I will let all of you know where I will be. You guys can happily show up. We'll have a damn good time. We'll get a little crispy, and we'll get ready for whatever the hell's going down. But I'll tailgate for preseason. I don't give a damn. But how about it, dude? How insane is it to see that offense and defensive line and think to yourself, well, if football begins in the effing trenches and we've got number one at both, well, that's looks like we might be right back in that Super Bowl taking home the trophy this time. And I just try to keep repeating that because I want to put it out there, man. I want to put the good vibes out there, and it's time to get it done. And I'm with you. I really just think that last year we could have had it that last game of the season. You didn't get any. I just furious. But I think we can go out here and just demolish people, man. And you got the best trio of corners back. And I understand there's, some concerns at safety, but maybe, and at linebacker, maybe you make a trade. Maybe you get a Budda Baker. Maybe you get a Patrick Queen. I mean, there's a lot of things that could happen. So I think this defense could get even better. But I'm very, very excited about it. So let's effing go. Apologies for mispronouncing things in the chat. Sorry, I understood what I was saying. No, it's all good, man. I just didn't. Jack Stoll, Josh Sills, they sound very familiar, and I didn't know what you were saying, but they both kind of said, well, not the same situation, but if, you were to let them go, you're not getting any comp picks for those guys. Barnett wasn't trash, and he was very dumb at times, but a very talented player. Helped us win the Super Bowl. We know that he didn't live up to the first-round hype, but you got to think about as a number 5, you saw that in the third rotation, like, holy, that's okay. That's a place where he's not going to get a lot of penalties. He's fresh, get his head cleared, come in and produce, right? So maybe it's humbled him. Maybe it's made him even better. And, I've heard good things. So I'm hopeful, right? We want our whole team to be good. We want the entire rotation to wear out the offensive line of the opposing team. So that's something you got to look at there. And I think obviously you are, but I think, seeing how deep it is gets me pretty excited. Let's go. And look, I appreciate all of you. And every single one of you that's going to be there, let me know. And as I said, I'll be making posts on YouTube, every social media account, letting you guys know where I'll be, what I'll be doing. We'll be tailgating. We'll be throwing down. So I will definitely be letting you all know it's going to be an exciting season. I think much different than last season. I think the excitement will be in the air right off the bat. People are hungry. just like the team is hungry. We know that how we build us another contender here. So got to go out swinging. And clearly the first game, we got to wait. We got to beat the Patriots, but then we only have to wait 4 days. The first home game is on a Thursday, son of a bitch, but whatever, against the Vikings in week 2 again this year, but I'll take it. Let's go. I'm excited. And preseason, open practices, dude, all of them I'll treat like a game. I get excited for all of it. I love just being there, the excitement, and I'm sure if it's your first time, that's awesome. So make sure you tell them that it's your first time, because they usually give you some things, just, little keepsakes. So if you're into that, that's something definitely I would tell somebody in some Eagles gear there. But let's take a look at this one more time, because does it get me excited? So PFF, I 100% agree with you. You guys can let me know how you feel. But that 5-man front, oh, my Lord. Yes. And then you look at the 4-man rotation, it's still, yes. And you can, again, replace whoever you want with whoever the hell you want. But my God. Oh, my. I 100% agree. Now, this offensive line, I don't think there's any debate. And whether it's Steen or Cam Jurgens, I think we're just going to pick up where we left off, and that's picking bodies up and slamming them right into the ground. So, yeah, you saw the defensive line. You saw the offensive line. Do you agree that they are both number 1 in the NFL? To me, I think it's a no-brainer, and they both proved that last year, and I think they've only improved. I get that Hargrave losing him is a big deal, but it's not when you get Jalen effing Carter, man. They were talking about Bijan Robinson. He is a generational talent. Yeah, he is. He's great. I'm not sure he's generational talent. I mean, he is pretty effing good. We'll see how he does. He's a running back. He's got to stay healthy, all those things. But Jalen Carter, of the same token, got to stay healthy. But I think that I just didn't understand it during the draft time. I was like, bro, if we get him, it's game over. And then they let us get Nolan Smith at 30. Is this real? Did you see those graphics? Like, those were real. Oh, they're in for a really bad time. Like, we're going to have a badass defense. And yeah, man, if we add it, and I've made plenty of shows talking about that, Gigi, and I would love to have Budda Baker. Imagine him as the safety here with the trio of corners we have in the line that you just saw with the rotation. It's game over because we already have the offense. One of the best in the game, and you have a defense like that. Well, that's Super Bowl caliber, my man. So I agree with you. And look, there's a lot of hope that we get Budda, but only time will tell. Now, Sydney's gonna have to keep working. He would have to win the starting job first, but Reed and Terrell Edmunds gonna whoop some ass here. I'm excited about both of those guys. And Sidney Brown, as I've talked about a lot, he will get his reps. He will eventually be the starter here. Yeah, and I do too. And he's looked great so far, but it's only OTAs. It's only you can only see so much, but the kid's driven, love his work ethic, very excited for him to be getting that starting job. And same with Terrell Edmunds as the veteran. They both can help out Sidney Brown. And as I've said, obviously even before the draft, when I wanted Sidney Brown, I think very bright future. Coach him up and you can move him all over this defense as a weapon. Go check out that defensive show, all the different formations and schemes. And you know what? I'm going to show you. You sick son of a bitch. That's what I was just about to say. You guys are sickos. So let's look at that. But yo, I appreciate you, my dude. And I'm antsy for all of it every day. That's why I love talking about every single thing. That's why I love each and every one of you tuning in here, because I lose my mind when I'm not. So, but let's take a gander here. These were the top 5 of the packages here that we were talking about during the show. So you can see here, this was the even front with the nickel corner involved. Yeah, that's exciting, right? Mm-hmm. But when you look at those odd fronts, then the next, that was 26% that Desai ran in Chicago, and then 25% he ran the 3-3. Now, essentially a 5-man front here with Reddick and Sweat as the outside guys, the edge rushers. So, yeah, just go check that video out. If that kind of stuff excites you, I showed you the top 5, but there's like, I think 10, 11 of those total that I show you. So if you're into that kind of stuff, go check it out. But ladies and gentlemen, that's all I've got for you this evening. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, hit that like button down below. I can't talk. I told you, it's been a great day, but it's been a long day out in the sun. It has beat my ass. I better simmer down here. You guys got me going, man. I'm going to have a heart attack on one of these streams. But I love it, man. I love all of you. I appreciate all of you who are tuning in here. But I'll be back, man. Tomorrow, we're going to be breaking some more things down. And whenever they throw stuff like this out, I'm going to take it because, you know, it's the off season and we've got we've got a little over a month to wait for this damn training camp to start. So July 25th, they get there. The 26th, the first practice. We'll do our best. But I can't wait either. I'm ready to lose my mind. And yep, you know my prediction, man. I really think we're winning this Super Bowl. So I'm with you, dude. Catch a Terrell Edmunds piece on. I did see a couple clips, and I love the dude. I'm very excited for his leadership here, and I think he's going to help Sydney immensely and Reed. So I think it's a win-win there. I know. I would love to have Budda Baker. I'd love to have Patrick Queen. I'd love to have a lot of people. But if we don't have them, I'm okay with it. I like what we have here at linebacker safety, and I just feel very confident in this team. But if you add Budda Baker, then you get just way more confident, right? So hell yeah, let's go. When you've seen the $13.85 million, right? I've been showing you. So I'll make another show about that too, so that you guys have things to go to. And remember, on my YouTube, there is a playlist. Well, there's a lot of playlists, and there's all the stuff broken down. So roster stuff, the coaching stuff, you want rumors, you want the defense broken, whatever the hell you're looking for. Show Me the Money is one of the favorites I know out there, but they're out there, dude, on the YouTube. Go check them out. And if you ever watch those, man, let me know how you feel. I'm always down to talk some birds. But, thank you. Can't do this without you guys. All the likes, the comments, the sharing, and those of you watching later, I can't do it without you either. Hitting that like button, your comments, those totally help as well. So I really can't thank all of you enough for helping this thing grow. It just continues to go up. So thank you guys for taking the time here. I can't stress enough how much you guys mean, and it's awesome, when I make these shows now, that so many of you are filing in here, and I love it, man. It's like family here, and you guys are always giving me different opinions, and it's chaos, man. I love every second of it. And some of these nights I can't even keep up with it. So that's what I love, man. And I'm here for you guys. If you ever need anything, you have any questions about the birds, you want to talk about life, whatever it may be, always here for you guys because I appreciate how much you're here for me. And look, I hope you have a great Monday. Happy Juneteenth again to you all. Hope you had a great holiday. Tell your work they are pieces of if they did not let you off today. But no, I know some people had to do some things just the way it is in life. But look, I appreciate each and every one of you. Love you all. Hope you're having a great Monday. Happy Juneteenth again. But you all stay safe out there. And as always, say it with me now. Go Birds!